Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your boy J Soul. All right, before I go into what I'm about to discuss, I just want y'all to hear this shit first.
Is Andre Ward. His past accomplishments keep him on the list, but the ongoing urge toward tune-up fights is tedious. His real destiny is the Kovalev fight, because number 4 is Sergey Kovalev. The plan is for one or two more keep-busy defenses of his light heavyweight belts, then the showdown with Ward. We're pretty certain Sergey will get there. Number 3 is Vladimir Klitschko. With a title defense coming Thanksgiving weekend against British giant Tyson Fury, Vladimir is coming off an injury and still answering questions about going the distance with Bryant Jennings. Number 2 is Gennady Golovkin. Prediction: he will get to the top, and he'll stay there at least a couple of years, but he still needs better opponents. Ironically, Golovkin somewhat penalized his own upside by making us forget all those Lemieux knockouts. So yes, we have joined the Chocolatito groundswell. Feels weird to be in the establishment with Ring and ESPN.com and various others, but the evidence is compelling. Among all fighters tracked by CompuBox, he is first in total punches thrown and landed, first in power punches thrown and landed, simply the best.
Okay, so what the fuck do that have to do with anything? Punches thrown and punches landed. So that make you the best fighter pound per pound. Well, who the fuck are these guys that you're fighting and beating? See, this is why I call this guy that and the crew on HBO the HBO evangelist. You know, this is why Jim Lampley is a fucking buffoon. So let me get this straight. Because of those meaningless statistics, that makes him number one. Oh, because he's knocking people out and throwing all these punches. Like like I said, who are the dudes you were beating? Who are the dudes that you fought? It's funny how they try to use certain fighters that they don't like, to justify fighters that they do like. Now, they'll sit up there and say that this dude isn't exciting, or he fought this dude at a certain time and fought that guy at a certain time, or he fought the dude when he didn't eat toast in the morning before the fight. They always do that to certain fighters to try to justify the guys that they like. Now, it's ironic this so-called top five, their top five, are guys that have a contract with HBO or currently fight on HBO. None of the guys from Showtime. You know, Al Heyman has some pretty exciting fighters, but you notice they don't even mention them. This is one of the reasons why I call them the HBO gang. Because if you ain't down with HBO, it's pretty much fuck you. I mean, look how this dude looking. I mean, I don't even think he believes the shit that comes out his mouth. But because he doesn't like certain fighters, you know, or they don't fuck with HBO, he won't give them they just do. I like Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, but come on, man, let's keep it real, man. We didn't hear about this dude till earlier this year. This is really the second time he's only been on TV. But now you're telling us, the fans, you trying to fool us and brainwash us into thinking that he's the best fighter in the world? Hell no, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit. One thing about me, I got my own fucking mind. I don't go by what motherfuckers tell me on TV. So because of these meaningless statistics, meaningless, because that's what they is. Oh, because he throws this amount of punches and lands this amount of punches, that means he's the best fighter in the world. But like I said, who the fuck is he fighting? That's like saying, okay, well, I order a pizza from Round Tables and I ordered a pizza from Domino's. Well, Domino's put more meat on their pizza and they put a little bit more cheese. So that means Domino's has the best pizza. No, it's just because they put more meat and they give you more cheese doesn't mean the pizza is necessarily better. I mean, this is the type of shit that they trying to sell you. They still try to sell the public. See HBO. I'm gonna tell you, HBO is really for decafs, people that don't really follow boxing, steadily like I do. The HBO is truly for decafs that may watch a fight every once in a while, but they really ain't into boxing. They watch it just because they happen to turn it on. See, this is decaf talk. Oh, yeah. Well, Jim Lampley is right because he's on HBO. So if he said, yeah, so I'm going to start telling everybody that no. Nah, don't work like that, man. You go by who didn't put in the most work, who has the best resume, who has the best names. You trying to tell us that Triple G and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez are two of the best. But once again, it comes down to resume. You can't dispute these guys' resumes. Lemieux wasn't that good. Lemieux was just a average power punching fighter at best. And you saw that in that fight. No jab whatsoever. Come forward, no real good head movement. Played right into Triple G's hands. That's what it was. He was the guy there to make Triple G look good. And Triple G fights these type of dudes all the time. These are the type of guys he likes to fight. Guys that stand right in front of him. Triple G has yet to fight a dude that has a long reach, that's mobile, that can move around. If you look at how Triple G throws his punches are hard, but they're compact. Which means a guy with some reach and some range, and that's mobile, is going to give Triple G fits via Lara, via Ward, via Andretti. It's no coincidence, since Dante has the coincidental list. Well, I'll say Triple G is on the reverse coincidental list. Like how people try to make up that bullshit terminology, reverse racism. Well, Triple G is on the reverse coincidental list because it ain't no fucking coincidence that they putting certain type of styles in front of him for him to exploit. Now, I mean, I know you got some of these bullshit channels, and then some of these channels that's fan of Triple G's. I'm not gonna say no names. I mean, if you like Triple G, that's fine. But we all know the hype behind Triple G. Let's just face the facts. Y'all can get mad all you want. Don't try to sit up there and say, well, everybody is ducking Triple G, and other people like me to name several people that have called out Triple G. And he don't seem to be interested in fighting those dudes. Everybody keeps saying, well, everybody's ducking Triple G. Well, Triple G is ducking people too. He's blatantly ducking Andre Ward. Doesn't seem too interested in fighting Eris Larry Lara. Now, he'll fight Floyd, a smaller guy. I haven't heard Triple G mention James DeGale, but he interested in fighting retired Carl Froch. I mean, if y'all want to listen to these other channels talking about he gonna be food for somebody, well, that's his opinion. I respect his opinion. Well, he gonna be food for some people at 168. I keep trying to tell y'all, he ain't gonna have his way at 168. They're trying to pad that dude's record up, with average B-level fighters. So, technically so they can, keep selling this shit to the public. But like I say, the real boxing fans know what time it is with this dude. I'm a real boxing fan. I see a lot of flaws Triple G have. He's still robotic. Somebody that got super hand speed and that might be a little taller with reach is going to give Triple G fits. And they know it. Let's just face the fact. A lot of this shit about Triple G and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez come down to hype. Y'all get caught up in listening to this foolishness with Jim Lampley. Sometimes I wonder, is Jim Lampley a communist or a borderline Russian spy? Because you would swear he from another country the way he pumps up these non-black, non-American fighters. And that's why guys like me can't stand Jim Lampley. And I wish he would go. Now, I say this once again. I have nothing personal against Roman Gonzalez or Triple G. But what I take it to offense, the hype that's getting built around these two dudes. They not putting in enough work. That division Roman Chocolatito been fighting in, okay, you didn't fought, I guess, 44 fights in that division. Well, maybe it's time for you to step up your game. Take some more challenges. Maybe move up a division. Maybe why don't you test your hand at Guillermo Ringadal? But we know what's going to happen with that. It's going to be some excuse for him not to fight him. It'll be some, oh, well, he doesn't bring in enough money. He's not exciting enough. The typical decaf bullshit talk. Cause I'm starting not to hear that, oh, he doesn't bring in enough money. That shit is tired. And you decafs contradict yourself. You'll say this dude doesn't bring in money. If it's somebody that you don't like and you fear that the guy that you like might lose to him, you use that, oh, money shit. But then you guys have the audacity to sit up there and say, oh, the best should be fighting the best. Well, the best should be fighting the best if it come down to a guy that you think that your guy can beat. Then you start talking that shit. All these little terminologies about money and he not a big enough draw to a certain degree, that shit get kind of lame. It get kind of lame, and that's real talk. Now, it's funny, all of y'all criticized Floyd Mayweather when he was using those terminologies, but now y'all use those terminologies for your fighter, for the guy that you like. This is what I'm talking about, the hypocrisy with fucking fans and shit. You don't like somebody's terminology, you swear you don't like somebody, but then you use their terminology. Oh, he's easy wear. Oh, he's not a draw. Oh, he doesn't bring in enough money. See, this is how fake a lot of you fucking boxing fans is. I just see right through you guys. But like I said, getting back to this bullshit that's going on with HBO. This is why I call Jim Lampley the HBO evangelist. We're right. Everybody else is wrong. If you don't agree with us, you don't know boxing. Nah, sorry, motherfucker. Don't work like that. I know my boxing. I know boxing pretty fucking well. And it get to the point to where you get tired of hearing this foolishness from this dude. It's like, it's almost sickening to hear this dude talk. It is. It make me sick to my stomach at times to hear this motherfucker talk. And I wish he would fucking go away. Because you hear this too much fuckery with these clowns at HBO. Like I said, I hope this new guy that's coming in will consider getting rid of him. Because HBO would be a lot better without him. This guy has too much control and too much power. And then it's obvious if you broadcast with him, you're not allowed to speak your mind without him running up to management. What makes a broadcasting duo or team good if they don't necessarily agree? But Jim Lampley, if you don't agree with him and you challenge him, then all of a sudden you could tell he gets mad. He gets borderline irate. Then one thing, he's not objective. He gets too personally attached to certain fighters. Can't do that, man. Just can't. He blatantly does it. Biased when he broadcasts a fight. This man has too many flaws. And I think HBO would be better without this dude. And I'm just keeping it real. But you know what? This your boy Jay Sewell. I'm out.